Dear students, in this video we will solve section B of the icse specimen question paper biology 2025. So let's see question number 3 first in section B. The first question is explain the term active transport. So active transport, you have to give the definition. So that is movement of molecules or ions across a cell membrane from their lower concentration to higher concentration against concentration gradient using energy in the form of ATP. That is just opposite of diffusion. So that definition you have to write, that I have already written. You can see from here. Next question is name the structure through which transpiration and glutation occurs in a plant. The transpiration structure is stomata. Although transpiration takes place from lenticels also and cuticle also, but the main structure involved is stomata, and for glutation you can write hydrathodes. So one structure I have written. You can write the another structures as well. How does the transpiration differs from? If there is high temperature, then obviously the transpiration will increase, and if there is high humidity, the transpiration will decrease because it is inversely proportional to it. Then you have to write the overall chemical equation for the photosynthesis. So this is the overall chemical equation of the photosynthesis that I have already written. 6 CO2 plus 12 water will give you glucose plus 6 oxygen plus 6 water. Next question is, you have been given a diagram of stomata. You have to identify the tiny openings that are called as stomata here. Name the cells that regulate the opening and closing of structures, that is guard cells. And which ion is responsible for their opening and closing, that is potassium ion. So this is the question number 3 answers that I have already written. You can see clearly from here. Next we come to question number 4. Question number 4 is, why is adrenaline called the emergency hormone? Why? Because it is the hormone released during stress conditions or emergency conditions from the adrenal gland. That is why it is called as emergency hormone. And you can even explain it with an example. Expand the abbreviation ADH, that is antidiuretic hormone, and give an example of a diuretic substance, that may be tea, coffee or alcohol. Mention the significance of the following minerals. Iodine in our food. Iodine leads to the synthesis of thyroxine, and which in turn regulates the basal metabolic rate in the body. Magnesium for green plants. The only metal present in chlorophyll is magnesium, so it is used in the synthesis of chlorophyll for the green plants. State 2 objectives of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, so that you can write that it is for promoting cleanliness in towns and cities and to eliminate the open defecation process. Draw a label diagram of root hair, that I have already drawn here along with all the answers that you can see here. I have already written all the answers of question number 4 as well, and this is the structure of root hair that they have asked you to draw and label it. This is cytoplasm, this is vacuole, cell wall, cell membrane, this is nucleus, and this is the root hair extension of the epidermal cells. Next we come to question number 5. Mention one characteristic of roots absorbing water from the soil. So there are 3 characteristics you have studied, only one you have to write. So I have written higher concentration of cell sap as compared to that of soil water. What is parthenocopy? That is the development of fruit without fertilization of ovules. Give one example. You can write banana or figs. Differentiate between micturition and parturition. So I have already written like this. You have to make a column and then write micturition is the urge of urination, which is under the control of an impulse from the brain, and parturition is the process of the birth of the baby due to the contraction of uterine muscles. Next question is, give 2 functions of limb. That is also a direct question. You can write any 2 functions of limb. Supplies nutrition, oxygen to the parts of the body where blood cannot reach, and as well as it helps in the absorption of fat from intestine. That is lacteal gland present in intestinal villi, because that is also a lymphatic organ. Then you have been given a diagrammatic question. In this you have been given a fish consuming the polluted water. So how does water get polluted? You can write by hot water, that is thermal pollution, detergents, sewage, oil spills. What is the effect of water pollution on human life? That is Toxic water can lead to health problems in humans. Mention one control to measure it, to reduce this pollution. So we can use sewage water treatment plants before releasing it into the water bodies, so that will reduce the pollution, water pollution. So you can see here again answer number 5 I have written as you need to write in your board exams. Okay, so these are all the answers of question 3, 4 and 5 along with the diagrams. In the next video we will discuss the next 3 questions, that is 6, 7 and 8 questions.